Hello everybody and welcome back to World of Tanks. My name is Spartan Elite 43 and tonight, it's not a community replay. That's right, I decided it was time to bring Battleaxe out again. It's been a while and why not? Why not just jump in, have a little bit of fun? Now, the first part of this match is going to be extremely boring, so I'm going to be talking during it, and I think I'm going to be saying some things that some of you probably already know, and some of you may have not heard yet. So a lot of you have been wondering why I've dropped away from World of Tanks, and I've said it before, I'll say it again, it's just not as much fun anymore for me. And I'm going to attribute most of that to me pushing for the last 2.5 years, going on 3 years now, to get 2 videos a day, 5 days a week, of World of Tanks content that you guys will enjoy, and that I would deem good enough, each match would be good enough to put on YouTube. I set kind of high standards for myself. I'm not that good of a player. I've gotten a lot better over the years, but in general, I'm not that good of a player. As my teammate jumps off a cliff and manages to take half of his health in fall damage in his bat check. It's going to be a great match, guys. It's going to be one of those genius teammates. Not just him. I'm not saying he's like a bad teammate or anything. Anybody can do that. I've done it a million times. I've killed myself right off the bat doing it. It's frustrating, but we made a joke about it in chat. He's like, I don't understand how I could lose half my health like that. I said, well, what it is that you're in a French tank and you were going towards a fight. So that's immediately they take half your health. But it's all in good fun. Anyway, so we're in Battleaxe. We're going to go hide in this corner over here. Why? Because it's the cap. There is an encounter match going on, and the cap is right there. So it makes amazing sense for the biggest gun on the field to be right over here in this corner, ready to delete people at a moment's notice. And, yeah, so while we're being bored, getting back to the why I stepped away from World of Tanks, I love the game, don't get me wrong. This is one of my most played games ever, okay? I have never played a game as much as I've played this, other than maybe Oblivion back in the day, Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion, and Call of Duty. Those are the only 2 runners in the race. I have played a lot of Borderlands, but this game has probably got Borderlands beat. But, again, I love the game, so don't think that I'm stepping away from a game that I hate, okay? I don't hate the game, but when you play as many games as I have in the last couple years of grinding, I'm not even like grinding lines, but grinding games, trying to get that perfect match that you think everybody would like to see, it takes its toll on you, okay? And there's our first shot on the broadside of a Conqueror, and of course it would derp down and hit the rock and not do any damage. Ooh, but this Panzerkampfwagen 7 over here, on the other hand, could be a potential winner. But you can see I'm just sitting here waiting. Now, I have 11 rounds left. Now, I'm not going to lie, the ending of this match is absolutely fantastic. Ooh, he's giving me the side, come on! I know it's angled, but there's a chance. Unfortunately, not a good enough chance, apparently. I've actually penetrated those more times than I probably should have with Hesh round in that same sort of situation. He's very lucky to be alive, because usually, not only does it penetrate for a lot of damage, usually 1,700, but it usually sets them on fire and lets them burn to death immediately. So it's pretty disgusting. Now, I was contemplating taking a shot at that Conqueror's turret, then an IS-4 comes out. And I'm trying to hit his bottom plate, you can see. I don't want to aim too low because the shot of a Death Star tends to derp low. So I tend to try to aim either directly at where I want it to hit or a little high. Unfortunately, that shot goes right up into the IS-4's armor, and he wasn't on a good enough slope facing me to make his armor angled flat enough for that to pin, but you try. Now, there we go to get another shot on him, and unfortunately, it derps into the ground. But I'm not in any real hurry. I've got 8 shells left. I'm not really this is one of the few times where I'm not actually counting my rounds, and it is not going to be pretty at the ending, so apologize. But It's gonna be something. You guys have got to watch the end of this. Don't skip out. I know you guys from World of Warships are like, what, Spartan, we don't watch tanks. Or you guys from World of Tanks like, Spartan, I don't want to watch World of Warships. But I promise they're fun and entertaining videos. Or at least I try to make them fun and entertaining. Maybe it's not your thing, and I can accept that. You know, I can appreciate that. You know what you want, and if that's not it, you know, that's also one of the reasons I've been trying to help push so many community replays from other YouTube channels, so that it gives you guys something to watch that isn't me. As much as that sounds bad for marketing and you know, my channel, but oh my god, really? What is that? Like, you're broadside on in front of me. I can't possibly miss that shot unless, of course, it goes exactly where it has to do no damage. Why do I have the worst luck of anybody on the planet? Like, no joke, like the worst luck ever. But it's okay, because we've got a E5 up there that's about to come out in front of us, right? We've got 7 rounds. He's going to eat one of them right here. Wait for it. Oh, he pulls back. We didn't fire. We're being patient. We don't have that many shells left. We've got to conserve what we have. We cannot afford to shoot and miss again. There's too many of them left. We have to start hitting. So I start moving up, and I'm going to help the Kronvon by trying to see if we can get a shot at either the Batchat or the Tank Destroyer, which just happens to be an Iron Rain over on my right. Unfortunately, they're both behind a ridgeline that I can't see, so I can't do anything to help. Then I noticed the E5 came out, and I'm like, well, that sucks. I didn't get a shot. Oh, wait. And of course, now the better shot there in that particular situation that I just noticed would have been the side of the turret. He had his turret facing broadside to me, and if I would have hit that, he would have probably been ammo racked and killed me. But you see a lot of things in replays that you don't necessarily see in the heat of the moment. And when you're trying to hurry a shot to make sure that you get some damage on somebody, it can be difficult to see everything at all times, especially when you've been playing a different game and this is your first day back. And so, as you can see, this Iron Rain just absolutely ripping our team apart. He's in a great position. He manages to disappear just in time to be able to reload long enough and come back out and swing another 1,500 damage downrange. And it's disgusting. It really is disgusting. But at some point, these guys on my team have got to learn. Like, how many people does he have to, like, he's not moving. Why do you keep giving yourself up to him? I say as I'm really about to give myself up to him. I'm literally driving out in front of him because A, I want him to shoot at me, because if he shoots at me, that gives me a chance to shoot him back. And if I shoot him back, he's a dead man. And he knows it as well as I do. So, we're going up here right next to this 50 TP or whatever it is, the Polish tank next to us. And unfortunately, he's in a better position, and I can't actually help him with that Iron Rain. So I start to back off, and of course, as soon as I start to back off, I get detected and targeted, and the Iron Rain is about to unleash ever-living crap onto my booty, and I'm not a fan. So I keep pushing around the corner. So I'm trying to get over here to help the teammate as this Batchat's getting ready to absolutely wreck our team. He gets tracked out in the open. I start aiming, I get ready, he takes off, I aim the shot, I put the shot out, and my god, it literally went under his gun and above his chassis. What is this RNG, for the love of God? And on top of that, the E5 that's up on top of the hill manages to put a round through the side of my tank. Darn it! I only have 1,700 damage, and I only have 5 rounds left. There's 6 enemy tanks left, guys. I'm gonna need a little help. I'm not gonna be able to pull this off unless I have a miracle. Okay? So, get ready for a miracle, guys. It's so good, I promise. You're gonna giggle. I giggled, you're gonna giggle. So, I have a Kronvon left on my team, and I have the 50 TP left on my team. Well, the 50 TP has no health left. The Kronvon, I don't think, has a whole lot of health left. But this Foch is like, I got this. I'm going to go in and kill this Death Star. He runs right into the Kronvon, fires a shot into his armor, bounces off the Kronvon, and gets deleted because he's broadside to a Death Star. What a play. MVP. Best player on our team right there. Take your autoloader and stick it. He's like, I don't know what I'm doing, but I really want to die. What could go wrong charging a Kronvon and a Death Star, right? So after getting him off the board, the Kronvon turns around and catches the Iron Rain, potentially saving the match right there. Now, here's the problem. There are 4 tanks left, and I have 4 shells left. If I'm going to do this, I need to hit every one of them and kill them with every single shot. Now, we've already proven that my team isn't exactly the brightest, even though the Kronvon has showed us at least that he has a brain. Okay? And then this Bat Chat comes running around, he bounces off of me, I gotta aim the shot, come on Spartan, don't miss, and yes! We got him! That is the biggest threat to me right there. Autoloader gone, no more autoloaders. This match just got interesting. But that still leaves a full health ISM. That still leaves an IS-4 that's a one-shot kill. And that still leaves an E5 that's a one-shot kill. Now, I'm reloading and looking over here, and the 50 TP just let that guy come around the corner and shoot me in the butt. So now that I'm watching him, obviously he's not going to come back around. That would make too much sense. I mean, if he would just drive out in front of me, he knows he's going to die. So I have a choice to make. And I make this choice solely for the reason of getting this IS-4 off the board. Out of all of the tanks left, I feel like the IS-4 is the one tank that will troll these guys the most, armor-wise. So I push up, and my goal is to jump over this and use the berm to side scrape a little bit. But the E5 sees it coming, so I can't do that. I try to side scrape to get up on the thing, I'm bumping the dead tank, I can't quite make it happen. E5 backs off, and I'm just in the perfect position to potentially counter the E5. Of course, because I turn this way, the ISM finishes off the Kronvon. Of course he would. So now, this ups my timetable, and of course the IS-4 is starting to push. I know I have the bunker on my left, so I want to get off of this as much as possible, and I want to rush this guy. Now you see the guy fire. I don't know if that was the E5 or the IS-4. I'm assuming that I'm going to get shot, but I can't afford to take more than one hit. So I'm going to go ahead and try to push straight out and take the IS-4, preferably without getting shot. Now I'm assuming I'm going to get shot here. I'm assuming he's going to shoot me. He doesn't shoot me, and I do take him down, because all I had to do was splash him. Now, that would have been a tremendous fail if it had actually landed on his gun and splashed him and didn't kill him. That would have been rough. But the E5 makes his move. He hits me once, he hits me twice, and I had the hit points because I didn't get shot, that he's not going to get loaded again. And wait for it, down he goes. Okay, now we have an ISM left. So I push towards the right as quickly as I can, and then, as soon as I get unspotted, I start turtling up in the corner. Now, I'm going to initially get distracted and not see him come, but he does shoot the rock, and he is not going to get that gun loaded. All I got to do is hit him, and down he goes. And I don't know if you noticed, but that was my last shot. If I missed it, it was GG. But to manage to get a Fadin's medal on a match where I wasn't trying to get a Fadin's medal, I was just trying to pull it off and clutch it, 1v4 essentially, not bad. So what do you guys think? 4,500 damage, not the most damage, but 5 kills, 4 of which came in clutch time to win the match with a Fadin's medal. So if you like what I'm doing, punch the like button, leave a comment below, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and as always, I will see you in the next video.